So I think we're live, I guess. Sorry again for we're live. Alright, welcome back everyone to my channel. It's a pleasure to be here. Ha ha ha. I'm gonna have to stop doing that shitty intro every goddamn time. But welcome back, and today is a very special day because today I have no clue of what we're gonna do. So, to be quite fair, let me just start by saying, oh shit, this is cold. Alright, the title of my stream is definitely wrong, but oh, so I'm gonna change it right now. But what I want to say is that today I have no idea of what I want to do with After Effects, so I thought why not just launch a stream and work around. I know I wanted to make a video with text animation and that kind of stuff. I don't know where I'm going with this. So live. How am I gonna close this? Like trying stuff in After Effects. Trying stuff in After Effects. All right. To me, that's a good how to say this? A good title of video, I guess. I hope. So yeah. Well, let's get into it. So I have really again no clue of what I'm going to do. So this won't turn into an extensive. This is because my microphone with my good sound to make my good tutorials and not live hasn't arrived yet. I'm just gonna check again. Was supposed to arrive today, not here today. Well, it's the last time, but I guess it will not be today, and that's at least what, as far as I know. So, I wanted to make a video about like a teaser about upcoming project, but without talking about the projects. Um, so I wanted to be texted. I wanted to have some animation in it. Mm, yeah, and my mic is definitely not coming today, so we're not coming doing tutorial today, which saddens me a bit, but you know what, it is how it is. So let's get into it. I started opening After Effects, creating a new comp with Control N, and the comp is 1920 by 1080, and it is black, and it is 6 seconds. Now, the length of my comp, I guess I'm gonna explode it, alright, but it doesn't matter. Um, so let me do stuff, right? Let me do stuff. I honestly don't want to. So not don't want to do it. I just don't know where to start. So I'm gonna start like always, pulling up title action safe, getting back, pulling out my ruler, zooming in, blah blah blah, making this freaking cross happen, and we good, and we are good again. Alright, so there we have it, at least, and now I can turn off my guides. Yeah, it should be something you do like straight away before getting into inside a project. Just because you're gonna do it anytime anyway at some time. So let me check what we have. We have today. Um, Let me grab another text. Uh, I honestly have no idea. I don't know where my text is though, but Yeah, it's in red for now, so don't worry about this. I mean, alright. Smooth thing, right? So we start like this with fast typing, something unexpected as in preparation. So we're gonna do this preparation. Alright. Alright, let me create a background real quick. I don't want it to be red, I want it to be like grayish, like this. Yeah, chop chop, and put it like this. I might as well like create a vignette right now. So to create a really quick vignette, by the way, just click on the layer, go here, select the ellipse tool, double click on it, and boom, here we have a mask already. So then what you have to do is well, just play around with the feather like this. Alright, and you have this nice vignette. Alright, you can play around with the mask expansion, so if you want it, you know, to be like more like this, and I'm gonna edit the mask so just that you see that we do not have like this. So we're gonna bring back the mask feather just to smooth it enough like this, and give it a more, you know, like vibrant color, mask expansion, and here we have a kind of really marked vignette that I don't like. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna accentuate it like this way with a bigger math feather like this way. Alright, and we're gonna mess up with the opacity of it. Oh no! So the opacity does this. Really? The opacity of my mask? I saw like only everything that's in my mask, so maybe duplicate the layer or the mask and get a not flingy thing today, and then no, so the one on top I need. So I don't know if I select my mask and eat T. No, T is just for the layers, so M to bring out the mask, and now or the mask path, and now we're gonna composite something like, I don't know why. Alright, so this is hard as F, but we'll be okay for now. It's just, again, it's just a real quick background. It's not something that we want. So let's change the color of that to white. Let's change the color of this to white. And again, it's pure white on both. So one is pure white. Yeah. So try always to not go full white. Alright, so let me check that out like this. So it definitely looks like a Netflix like thing. Alright. One thing I want to add to the background is a bit of textures. Alright. Usually people use paper texture, like of paper, and they pull it like right there. I'm not I'm not much of a fan of paper, so I'm just gonna create like a fractal noise. So yeah, it's called FraxTL, but we're okay. We're gonna drop it down here. We're gonna place it as an overlay, and we're gonna go. What's happening? Oh no, I know. And we're gonna go generate, and fractal something. Maybe it's not here. Yeah, it is. All right, not this. Not this. Wait. Oh, it's not here. It's not that kind of fractal. I want a noise and grain, which is noise and grain. So N right here, noise, fractal noise should be somewhere around this. All right. So as you can see, there's a bit of texture like this, right? Maybe not overlay. Maybe it's add. No, maybe it's screen, right? No. So, oh no, I'm such a douchebag. It's an alpha I want. Alpha add. And nope, so I want to make a mask of it. Wow. this morning of today, and there's no texture. All right, let me do this the right way. How come? Oh, because my opacity. Oh, so my background goes down now. All right, so you know what? Let's let's do this background like the right way. All right. So to do a nice and convenient, you can either create a layer adjustment layer, like new adjustment layer right here, and you do basically the same exact thing that we did. You double click on it so it gets the nice mask out of it. All right. And then on the effects, well, you go to color correction, and usually what I do is I just take out some exposure out of it, like this. Alright, so create this thing. So now you can either select here, add or invert, subtract, sorry, and subtract or add and inverted does this, or add and inverted does the exact same thing. So like whatever you feel more comfortable with. Personally, if I don't have to click and scroll down this menu, I'm good. So I'm just always like clicking inverted. So let's go, and now we're gonna need to mess with the mask feather just to blur out this transition. So that's what we're gonna do. Mask feather, chop, and boom, here is our little vignette. But as you can see, I can change it to be like mask expansion like this, and I can again add some more feather to it, so like it's really condensed and there's nothing to see. So once you have that, we're gonna apply a fractal noise as an alpha mate of this, but since our solid is gray, I think this is what's happening. It's that our solid is gray. So, so since our solid is gray and it's definitely doing this, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take out this, and we're gonna drop down the opacity of it. Not really creating a mask, but creating the effect that we want. So be sure it's not too much present. Like I really want the texture to be like yeah, 1%, maybe 2, you know, like something like really really light, just to give it a kind of grain, kind of something. All right, let me try 3. All right, 3. All right, 2.5 is the value I want. It doesn't exist. Let me see, 2.5, maybe that's why. 25% no, so 2.5 definitely. So it doesn't exist. Decimals apparently in values of opacity. Well, learning every day something new, and yeah, we got that bit of texture that if I deactivate it, you kind of can barely see, and that's exactly the thing I'm looking for. Details, like details like this. All right, so let's start out with a little animation. Let's start out with um, a little square that gets framed. Alright, so let's go grab the rectangle tool, and let's go and do a like shift, and so this is the what? This is rounded rectangle tool. This is not what I wanted. I wanted the rectangle tool, but that's it. So we're gonna make a little square just to feel like our highlight. Alright, and inside the boundaries of this, and incredibly enough, it is almost placed. So with this, we're gonna snap, right? What's happening? Why are you not snapping? Alright. Alright, this is starting. Alright, this is snapping now. Alright. Um, so in order for this, it's snapping, but is it really in the middle? Yeah, it is. So I don't understand why here, if it's in the middle, it fits and not here. though. Maybe because something is not placed right, like this one was not, and this one is. I mean, not now, but now it is. So let me. All right. So first things first, you're gonna lock this adjustment background, and you want to lock everything in your background. So the only thing you can select is this. Now we'll still have this great question about this. All right. Maybe we're not right place. Now we are. I'm willing to admit that I did not place it well. But it we should have like the same. All right, so here, oh, it's the blue selection thing. All right, and we're good. All right. So this form here, I don't want it to have any content, so I'm going to select it, click on fill, and deactivate the content of it. Boom. So now we just have a shape. So the stroke of it, fortunately, I want one, and I want it to be like as little of a pass as it could be. So like a thin, really thin line, something like this. Alright, that's pretty cool. And let me deactivate the guide, let me deactivate the title action safe, and ta-da! How to master After Effects. No, I'm just joking. Alright, so what I want is animate the pass, alright, of this rectangle so it draws itself. So basically what you want to do is go into your shape layer. Alright, so like the little arrow, go into, can I have everything closed down already? You go to little content, you go to rectangle, and as you can see already here, you have this. And this is already like wiggle, transform, wiggle, pass, twist. So it's already like expressions you can link to make something. So if we go ahead, I can show you this. It's not being animated though, but it is, and it goes right here. The effect goes right here, so you can like add the size of it to make a kind of, I don't know. This looks like yeah. So you can break barriers, animate this. I don't know. Oh, I'll make it like electrical, right? That kind of stuff. Point, smooth, and like now you got waves, or you got this infamous potato. I should have called this stream like how to make a potato with with saying. All right, so this is just to show you what it does. Again, you got so many things like a repeater. So the repeater is pretty self-explanatory. Like if I do this, it's how to repeat some edges and how to offset them like this. And yeah, well, shapes are really powerful. It's a really useful way to make motion design. Um, it is cool, but we're just gonna get to the part where I'm animating this. So I want to animate the stroke. So you're gonna select the stroke, right? And here you have got the same thing as here on top. Of course, the stroke width. You have the opacity of the stroke, of course, if you're into opacity thing. Um, and this is our meter limit. So I actually have no clue of what it is right now. So you can dash your thing like this, but I already shown it to you. So this we're gonna use, but later. I'm gonna do minus. I don't want to dash right now, and I just want the rectangle pass, sorry, which is this one. And here you can adjust the position of the exact pass. I'm just gonna work more comfortably like this because we're just looking at a rectangle and I'm not doing things. Of course you can add the roundness to it, so it goes to make a pill. So I don't know, you know, there with simple shapes like I've shown you like right now, you can make a potato, you can do everything. It's really powerful, a really powerful tool um, to be dealing with. So what we want is this. We don't want to make the position, rectangle, composite, and blah blah blah. And so fill is obviously like everything you had here, and then transform rectangle one is just like everything as always, like the rotation, blah blah blah. The skew axis that you won't be able to see what it does now, and it's normal because there's no skew. And now yes, and now chop chop chop. How to make like I don't know. I honestly, you can make a bunch of stuff. I just don't know what you want. And then you got the transform, but this is actually for the layer. So of course it's gonna affect the shape because it's the layer, but you will just affect the size of it. So you can combine two things. Like you could combine like a rotation, like no, like let's put skew like this, and you could put a skew axis like, all right, like this, I don't know, animate this to be rotating, and then animate the other rotation. Alright, let me do Command Z, Command Z, Command Z. Alright, so again, what we want is the line cap to be either, everything's good here, so what we want is create a dash. Alright, when we create a dash, you want to make sure that the dash is like really like this snaky thing, right? And doing the line right here. Alright, so what you can do is go to this value, like 2000 and I don't know what, and get down, follow the path like this. Alright, follow this end of the path. Alright, so we're gonna create a mask inside of it. And yeah, as you can see, so chop 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 is animating like this, and you could do of course the offset like this, and then you see chop chop, it stays plain, right, until it doesn't anymore. But you can animate those two to create the effect of a line, and have the path going through this. Of course there is simple way to do it, and one I will show you. All right, one I want to show you is not dashes actually, so we're gonna take that out. And here you got everything: group, empty, rectangle, pass, fill, stroke. So you can add basically a second stroke out of it, and you can this one make it stroke wise, like way bigger, and you can play around with this. So since we have first strokes or rectangle path, blah blah blah, we're gonna toggle around this. Like you got trim path, you got full stroke, gradient stroke. So gradient stroke, what it does is just add a gradient to your stroke, right? So like start point, like say -5, and stroke wise like this, and we can see that now there is this little um, gradient inside of the path. But again, not what we're doing today. Let me check. Fill rectangle pass one. Fill. All right, we got. So what else is there in the drop down menu? So we're gonna make it so merge pass is nothing but an offset pass is actually this. Oh no, so it's not the offset I wanted, because you got the middle limit. The middle limit is supposed to be where middle join. So let's do a bevel like this. It's accentuated, and let's do the amount. So this is where the points, the middle limit are where the points meet. All right. As you can see, you can make multiple shapes, from going to simple shapes to like this. I don't know what it looks like. And of course, you can combine every single effect. All right. So let's go again. Plucker and bloat. I sincerely have no idea. I think I never used that in my life. Apparently it does this. Alright, so let's play around with this. Mount. Oh really? Oh nice. um oh, I did play with this one time, and I've done this. Alright, so this is a great way to make, I don't know, like if you have a 2D characters, and you want it to speak but not with your voice, you don't want to animate it or something. And just do this like he's shouting. You just do a fill like this, a white fill. All right, I said white fill, and you enter the text inside it. So like for example, oh yeah, this text is in this. So let's place it in red, right, and place it on top, of course, because otherwise it's not gonna show. And like I said today, you know what I mean? Like you can do this, and with the snapping tool, really useful feature. Like this, you know, you're in the constraint right here of the layer, but boom, and this should be the middle. Oh, automatically of it. Doesn't matter. So you got today, and all right. So that's really basic. So playing around with After Effects is always a good way to find new stuff, which is really important, in my opinion, if you want to know. Because usually when you got clients, what happens is that clients came and they have most of the time. Sometimes they ask you like, all right, go almost freely and make a proposition to us, all right. But most of the time they come in, they have a really specific idea. Doesn't matter if you like the idea or not, you're getting paid for it. So you just do the idea, right? So it's a great time to. Sometimes you need to take time to do this, to go and find out more about your software, find out about more about things, and you will come across some really useful things. So we've done this. We haven't done trim path. So trim path is here, and this is how you animate the path of it. So I've shown you how to do it with dashes, but the thing with dashes is if you want to do, it's always like this. You got an easy way and a long way to do it. So the easy way is this one. The other way is making dashes and animating a mask along the path and stuff. That's not that cool, all right? So this is how it creates. So if you want to change the path, how the path goes, you just click right here. Pretty self-explanatory again, and the path draws itself like cha cha cha. So if you were to make something with dashes, not this path animation with dashes, but for example, if you want it to be with dash like this, alright, let me like if you want your image to be like this, you go back, you animate this, and show. This is how your path is done, and you can continue animating this by with the actual dash. Well, you get the point, so you can set an offset also, so like this to be to the end and blah 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 blah. All right, this is pretty self-explanatory, so let's go to check things pass, and so where we at? Trim pass, twist. So twist is pretty self-explanatory. If you do this, and here we have a flag that you can animate, like this, like, know what I mean? You just need those points like moving and that kind of thing, and you can modify the center, of course, to create really interesting shapes or animating like something. This could be a look. It looks like it's running. All right, you gotta extend your imagination a bit to get to where the point where you can find out stuff that you will not use today, but you might use tomorrow, and say, oh, I remember one time I was wondering, where is this effect? All right. So this is for this, and what do we have again? We have so twist, wiggle pass. So wiggle pass, I think we've done it. Wiggle pass, the wiggle pass, wiggle seconds, wiggle size, and it should be animating automatically. This one, yeah. So if we want to make only like 2 wiggles a second, it's gonna be more smoother than it. So then you can go and create details and more, and you can go and create a more like subtle thing like this. You can do random seed, of course. Spatial phase will be. I actually have no clue what spatial. Oh, I think I know. It deforms. Yeah, a bit of the angles, I guess. Like here, yeah, that's it. Temporal phase, I have no idea what it is. I think it's just the time where the phase where it is at some point, so you can choose from which one can start. The correlation between this is almost like when you can oh, I forgot the name of it. But correlation is just like basically like how you want to do it. So when you do it bumping, you can do this like this, and it's almost doing cardboard in almost 3D, as you can see, and you can smooth it out like this to have this pillow shaped form. All right, so this is a really interesting way of getting basic shapes. All right, and not going to Photoshop and just having basic shapes to play around with. And it is a really simple stuff again, but it is so powerful that I can't stress this enough. I mean, everyone needs to check down everything, try and play around the shapes and stuff, and you will find so many things to animate that will break your mind. So wiggle transform. So I guess a wiggle transform, which would be what? Temporal phase. Alright, let me do wiggle by seconds. So let me do a 100%. Random seed. And I don't know. Oh, to transform the wiggle. So we need a wiggle first, I guess. Doesn't matter. And did that zigzag with Donut. Alright, so not much to know about shape layer other than this. Of course, you can apply effects to a shape layer. You can apply everything. You can apply distort, but like, let me do a corner pin. All right, but like this. To make 3D, as you can see, we can make some pretty interesting shapes. And so, you can fake 3D with this. You can, I don't know, what else can you do? Can you add a simulation to it? Can you shatter this? Alright, let me try CC Pixel Poly since with so much like this effect. Where is CC Pixel Poly? I don't know. Oh, we got a CC vignette, really? Oh, so apparently we can make a vignette like out of this. So you know what? I'm gonna go to my adjustment layer, which has the mask by exposure, and creating the vignette, and we're gonna select stylize CC vignette. Wow, we're gonna check which one is better. Mine is definitely better, I guess. Because what is angle view? Alright, and this is doing exactly it. See, there's 1,000 ways to do this. I didn't even know they had a specific vignette stuff. So yeah, that does exist. So I guess for for you out there, at least I told you how to create it. So we're gonna start and animating this again. I have no idea what we're doing now. Probably gonna play with a bit of physics. Probably gonna play a bit with things. Since animating with keyframes and stuff is pretty fun, but once you get around this, you understand that there are plugins and preset that does it, like that does exactly what you are going to do, but like by just clicking and dropping the effects. So that's pretty much what we're gonna do today, cause I don't want to spend time uh, teaching you animating with keyframes right now because I don't have my microphone. Otherwise, I would be recording, editing this, and making real tutorials. So I'm just waiting for the mic and the great sound to come in. So we're gonna animate this shape layer. All right, we're gonna say so 12 frames. So let me make it like so half 24 frames is 12 frames, right? So we're gonna go to 12, which is half a sec. And we're gonna do we're gonna bring back or offset and path or trim path anyway, and we're gonna animate this bad boy to be like this. So no, no, wait, there's something yeah, that's how I want to do it. Alright, so basically this is the beginning. So put a keyframe, what? Put a keyframe, hold shift, so it's gonna be here, and then where I'm at, we're gonna do this, and we're gonna check out if it does it smoothly. It does not do it smoothly, it does it in 12 frames. So we're gonna easy ease. So wait, I should show you, just because I said without no keyframe, but what it does. So get to the shape layer. We got this, alright, with those two keyframes, and we want to see the animation it is. So the animation it is basically this. When you click here, you can see the curve of the animation, alright? When you got the curve of the animation, well, you actually can see what it is doing, and those 2 points here are your keyframes. So if I were to extend this, it will move my keyframe in the real time. Now, if I go and select my keyframes here, like this, alright, I select it. Oh, of course I can keep the shape out of it and place the two keyframes in another spot, alright? But what you want is go to keyframe. I did select a keyframe here, and basically what it does is exactly the same thing when you right click on the keyframe, alright? And what you want to do is like go to keyframe assistant and easy ease, alright? And we're gonna go through. So it does a little curve, alright, by this. So what is a little curve? The little curve means it's accelerating and then decelerating on it, alright? So I don't know if you can see the difference right here. It's a bit big. You can still work on the curve with this, as you can see. So we're gonna accentuate this S like this, trying to make a smooth one. Alright, and so at the beginning it accelerates like this, and here it decelerates, alright? What we want is make it like really decelerate. Oh, it's bugging, it's bugging. What? I'm not moving my mouth. Oh, stop it, After Effects. Come on. So you want it to be smooth? Oh, come on. I don't know. I don't know what he had. What is he having with me? All right, now it's working. All right. And so it's gonna go pretty fast and then smooth it out to the end. As you can see, like it goes like smooth like shit. All right. So animating with curves is a really important thing to understand, because this is what gives life to your animation. All right, so let me recheck this, and let's go to keyframe assistant again, and let's put an easy ease. So an easy ease will be like it go faster again, and it will be pretty much the same stuff at the end. All right, that's why I'm showing this to you on 2 keyframe. And an easy ease out is like it's gonna go pretty much slow at the beginning. So if you want to make it slower like this, just go like this, you know, making this, and you're gonna see, like, yeah, how slow it goes. I can make it even slower, like this, and you know, like tweak like this, like make a real huge curve. So you don't even see the beginning stuff. It just goes straight fast, straight down the line. So if you want to do the smooth thing, again, you can do this S, and pretty much what it does is here it goes, and then poof, you see this straight line. The straight line here corresponds to the straight line basically here, and it means like you go in that, because it's still a timeline, all right? So you're saying like all those points here, all right, they draw themselves at the same time. So that's not what you want, right? So you want to space the little thing, or do not space it. I mean, you can do, and you want to show like the points. So now I'm kind of lost, and yeah, and you want to be able to put a keyframe in the middle of frame right here. So don't hold out. All right, so here I'm on the middle of my thing. I'm going to come back to my normal stuff. I'm going to place a keyframe here so then I can modify it, right? And then here we're going to be able to do really interesting stuff like this. And I swear to God, this is bugging so much. Look. I cannot do shit. as soon as I come here, it's starting bubbling. And so now we have a 2 times animation. It's pretty self-explanatory when you look at the curve. I mean, this curve is almost a mirror of this one. I say almost because I know there ain't, but so the effect we're going through is going to do this, and then poof, poof, poof. It's when we go frame by frame, you can see the evolution of it. So it goes shh, shh, shh. No, no, it goes like shh, shh, like this. So it's really important to keep in mind what everything does. So of course you can create a curve like this. So if I select a point, like let me select this keyframe and click on here, it's gonna create the curve I want. If I do this or this or this, it's gonna create the same effect I want. So here, convert selecting keyframe to auto Bezier, and then you can still reanimate this. Let's see differences now and stuff. Well, it's not the best viewing example, but it is important to understand like keyframe animation. One thing I like very much about this is what I'm going to show you now. I'm going to create a new solid just for the sake of it. I'm going to make it like, alright, this this color, alright. It doesn't matter, alright. You're going to select it. You're going to make a little square out of it. Oh boy, no. We're not gonna do this. I'm sorry. I don't know why I went for a solid. So we're gonna grab a ellipse tool. We're gonna hold shift to make a circle. We want to fill this time, so we're gonna fill it like it's a little yellow. Yeah, this tremendous, amazing thing. We're gonna place it. All right, like here. Sorry, sorry for dying on camera. Um, Logan Paul, get out of my body. And so I've applied here a keyframe, but the keyframe I've applied is on my CDI. So go here, you know what, and apply a keyframe, but the keyframe is really like this. Is this what I'm moving? Why is it me showing this? Alright, this is probably what I'm moving. So hold shift if you want to constrain the axis and what you're moving. And now what do we have? We have this thing going like this. Alright, so if I want to show you how this works, I'm gonna duplicate the layers 3 times. Alright, and I'm gonna have to delete my frames like this, because I want you to see and understand how this works. So I should have done it before copying my layers, but since I'm always forgetting what I'm doing, alright, so yo, I love that. I love this. Alright, it's tremendously not good. Alright, so what it does now, we're gonna reactivate our shape layers, boom, and we're gonna of course copy his position here, which is this. Alright, so you're gonna select that, go to here, select it, and boom, so you know it is perfectly placed on the same thing. Alright, and we got those layers. Now if I put one keyframe here as a, alright, I need to right click on the keyframe as an easy ease, this one as a ease in, easy out. So by the time it renders, you can understand almost what it does by, you know, this. So it's accelerating all the way for this layer, for example, it's accelerating full blown, and then it's slowing down just on top, and this one is too. So this one is probably the easy ease, so I'm going to transform in easy ease out. And now what we have is basically this. Alright, now if we transform the beginning keyframe like exactly the same, like let's say easy ease, and this one in easy ease out, since it's going out of this one, you're gonna see different. So this one is a little behind the first one. It's normal, and this one comes first. And this is how you can see. I mean, practically what the keyframe does, the keyframe assistant does. All right. And again, if you go here, you can see what it does. Like for every single layer, even if you need to find. Even if you need to find it, because I don't know where it is. Oh no, you gotta select position. I'm sorry, you need to select the place where your keyframes are. I always get confused with this. So linear line, non-linear, non-linear, and that's pretty good. And if you wanna like change the stuff like this, like making it a kind of offset, and then getting back and arriving at the same time at the same position, you can. If you want to make a Bezier out of it, you can just by clicking like make Bezier, and somewhere uh, convert select to hold, convert to linear, convert to auto Bezier, and now this one should have a roto Bezier, but I cannot seem to access it. Alright, so why? No, it deactivated my Bezier. Alright, so let's do this like this. And what's cool, and I haven't shown you, is like in After Effects, one of my favorite things is that you can see an animation pass. So you can actually like modify your Bezier right fucking there from the pass. So it's not gonna change the way it arrives to a point to another, but you can just visualize the pass is gonna do and fix it. So animating in After Effects is kind of, I said I wasn't going to do a tutorial today, but apparently I'm doing one without my microphone. Um, don't worry, this everything of this will be a nice and good video to understand how um, everything work, alright, with our animation curve. So always be sure when you're animating to check, always be sure also to enable motion blur from a movie object, alright, like this, and to enable the motion blur in the computer. So now we're seeing a little bit of blur as this thing is moving across the screen, alright. So still I don't know where I'm going with this, but we're gonna still animate this, and this is definitely not what I want. So if you want to stretch, oh, this is a really interesting thing. If you want to stretch your animation, like stretch it, like usually the first idea that would come to my mind, if I didn't use this would be to create like a time right click on the layer and be on time and do a timer mapping, but it's not here, but a time stretch though. But it's not what you want to do. So what you want to do is select every single keyframe and hold shift, no, and hold alt. And when you hold out, it's going to stretch it proportionally from your first keyframe. Alright, it's not going to move. So now we have this. Alright, so if I delete this one, we're going to see how the animation goes in. Alright, as you can see, it's bullshit. Everything is bullshit right here. It's nothing that I want, but it's important to know how to stretch this, because and sometimes it can be pretty efficient. Alright, so that's it for shape layers. Maybe I haven't explained live what's tracking, how tracking works. I might do this right now, but I might just have to download. Alright, so Hollywood Camera Works, if you don't know, they have free green screen footage. Uh, so it's a great way to practice. So you type in Hollywood Camera Works, you go to, oh, there's tracking plates. Oh my god. Alright, so we're gonna get tracking plates and Master Cruise download. Oh, cool. Tracking plates. Alright, so tracking plates is here. These plates are blah 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 blah. So this is where you can download this. So here you got painting, but we're not gonna do painting. Um, yo, my this like issues. The IC split, it leaves the frame if you're doing a 3D. What is this? If you've never done a track before, this is sort of the most basic track you can do, but tracking what? Alright. Let me see if I can have some fun. Alright. Well, laptop, but this is really like maybe this is what I should show for first tracking tutorial first. Alright. How to replace a laptop screen. Alright, let's get the laptop. So we're gonna download the laptop, and their website is fucking slow though. And I'm gonna show you different techniques you can have for replacing this. I hope, I sincerely hope I got this little guy here somewhere. So tracker, track camera, blah 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 blah. Alright, but it's not what I want. What I want is like, because yeah, I'm gonna show you different techniques anyway, so it probably should be good. So we're gonna delete everything we've done before. Yes, like delete my brother, boom, and we'll come back on our sixth sync video. Now, we're still waiting for this. I can't believe I'm in optic fiber, so this is kind of crazy that it's still downloading, but it's kind of okay. Come on, come on, come on. To be quite honest, to be quite frank, I can show you, and this was my video that I did, or any freaking video that I did before. So I'm just gonna drag and drop it here. Oh, import it. All right, there's sound and stuff, but we're gonna deactivate the sound because right, let's do this like this. All right, so a tracking. How does the tracking work? So first, I hear a tracking is really, it has all the markers. Oh, I didn't know that. It did export the markers, so delete all markers. Blah blah blah. All right, so like here I have the shot, so I want to do like track camera. All right, because I want to track a camera out of it, or you want to track motion. So we're gonna see both the difference, and I'm gonna leave the surprise to you. Oh, it's ringing 3D camera tracker? Is this freaking serious? Alright, so... Well, I guess we started with this first. So, what is a 3D camera tracker? A 3D camera tracker is a integrated plugin to Adobe software to help tracking. So it's gonna make a 3D. It's gonna calculate a 3D space and place some points on it. So in order to not in order for it to not take 8 minutes, and you want to work in just one shot, all right? So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna work in just one shot like this. All right. And yeah, and now we're gonna do bring the comp area holding shift so it can snap, and then we're gonna go to composition, trim work comp to area, and then boom, because otherwise it's gonna take so fucking long. So we're gonna deactivate this. We're gonna do track camera, and it's gonna track every frame. All right, and for this every frame, there's something like you need from me. Alright, so bear with me, I need to go to my downloads, I need to find this thing. Yeah, Hollywood Camera Works laptop. So it's a PNG sequence. Alright, so let's import the PNG sequence. So you go here, you click Control I on your project thing, you go to your, obviously the place where it is. And apparently in my downloads, all acceptable files. So since it's a zip, I need to unzip this, I'm gonna do this and place it into download. Now that we have a non-zip, I hope, called laptops, that's the case. Well, you could easily drag and drop it, but I'm not gonna do it. So we're gonna do this, and we're gonna go to our download file, get a laptop. Select the first screen image and select PNG sequence, and do not create a comp and import. Alright, first thing you want to see here is that it's interpreting the footage at 30 frames per second. So what you want to do is right click here, do interpret footage, main, and then say this is 24 frames per second, because that's where we are. And god damn it, I don't know why this freaking window needs me. So wait, I need to do this, I need to go back here real quick. Oh, it's fucking pain in the ass. You go again to interpret footage, you go to main, you select 24 frames per second, and you click OK. And now you're saying is in 24 frames per second. So thank you for giving me back my view. So has it finished? Alright, he has finished. So as you can see, the 3D camera tracker is actually tracking like stuff. So like if I select like those if you can make a connection between 3 points, you're gonna have this plane, right, like this. So this is basically the 3 points and the orientation we have with them, and it's gonna go like this. So when you select tracking points, you want to be able to have the tracking points till the end of your frame. So here, unable to self camera for this frame, but it's pretty much normal. All right, so once you have this, like you can render track points, of course. You can have 3D solved. You can have anything. Well, what you want to do is select points that are across the frame that you can go. So basically, I can do this, and I'm gonna look for the points that don't move to track my face. All right. So I see 3 points on my nose, pretty big fucking nose, apparently. And I see, what do I see? I see those points here. Well, one is wrong. This one you can see when the tracking point is moving, it is definitely wrong. All right. So this is for the 3D tracker. I'm gonna cut it like this, and even when I cut it, I see this fucking track point. Seriously. Um. So yeah. So I didn't use this. Alright, so we're gonna turn them off like this, apparently, and we're gonna bring like the normal tracking, like track motion. Alright, so track camera and track motion are two useful tools, but track motion is the same thing. So how does a 3D camera tracker and any tracker works? Well, you're gonna have to find a zone of contrast of color. Alright, so I know exactly what I'm gonna take. I'm gonna take this right here, the rim of my glasses, and so we're gonna take it, and you want to make sure that you got in the region like this. So now this what is this? The first circle is the point you want to track. So or the first circle, the first square. Alright, so already you can see I messed this up. Alright, so you want to be able to select the actual, so it's just position right now, because when I'm moving around, there's no rotating cameras, there's nothing, so we just need the position out of it. So you pick up this, and then you resize this to this, and then this is the search area, the bigger one. Alright, so the search area, basically what it does is look for a contrast point in along this. So you can make any shape out of it. Alright, usually like leave it like this, depending on what you want to do. You want to go back to the beginning. Always think about this. It's the beginning of a frame, and let me check if there is like enough like contrast. Like yeah, there is. And then what you want to do is press play, and it will analyze forward, and it should be tracking pretty good. It's not. Alright, so this is one way to know it's not, your tracking is not working. It's just by seeing the path of it, alright, the pattern of it, and like I guess it's not working though, but yeah, see here the track moves like it shouldn't have the error. So when you do this, you go reset, and you can try multiple you know, frames like this, and this time it actually did a pretty good job, but I think this frame here jumped out. So like, let's check. So this is tracking. Alright, this is still on the point. Alright, this is pretty good. Yeah, I don't see it like that much. Alright, so this is pretty good. So once you have it, what you want to do is create a layer, whatever layer. Alright, so let me create a text layer real quick. So like Control T, let's go to tracking for beginners. Dun-dun-dun. So once you have this, what you do is you select the layer. You just you make sure you know how to type stuff. Let's go to tracking for beginners. Alright, and now you go back to your footage, alright, because you need the option here to be on your tracker. So why is everything locked? Because you need to go inside the layer right here. Once you're here, you go to edit target and you say tracking for beginners. This is the actual layer that's gonna get tracked if we're gonna be in the same thing. So what is really fun is like now this is not working and I have no idea why. Alright, so let me go back to my tracking thing. I did. Now I have nothing. Alright, so motion source, its final blooper. Yes, so select, be sure to select it, be sure to edit your target, sorry, and be sure to apply to X and Y. And now this is tracking. Alright, this is tracking like my head movement. Alright, so how to make this better? First off, turn on motion blur. So then this gets a bit of motion blur as well as tracking. Alright, you can see this. And then you can rearrange anything. Oh no! Oh no, boy. What you want to do is, yeah. So now if you hit U, you can see that they have a position well placed here. Alright, so you cannot move the text anymore. But what you want to do now is not do what I just did. What you want to do is create, when you do edit target, is like before selecting and creating the target, you want to create a null object. And the null object will serve as the target of the tracking. Why? I'm going to show you this in a few seconds. So here you go, you select every single, so you don't mess with this, you select every single frame. If I can do it, yeah. You copy it, Control C, you go to here and Control V, and now we got all the frames of position. So now you can just deselect this, and what you can see is that our tracking for beginners is not being tracked. Alright, which is perfectly fine, because of that. So let me place it like somewhere. Alright, so right now we're not bothering about what text it is, how to, you know, like this, and I'm gonna place it here, just for the sake of it. I'm gonna place it like on, yeah, like this. Alright, and now all you have to do is go to the first frame, really important, and link the object to the node. And now that it is linked, it gets the property, but you have the freedom to place it anywhere and it's still going to be tracked. So that's why you create a null object, and that's why null object is so important and useful. Alright, Let's unlink this. Let's delete the track we just done. Blah blah blah. So we go back to tracking for beginners. All right, thank you. All right, let's do this like this. I don't. Like I told you, I don't care now. So let's go back to the 3D points. Or how does it work? Well, it works the exact same thing. You got target size, which are those little points here, but I'm going to show you what to do. So analyze is just analyzing tracking. Advanced is going to be for the solve method. Like you can, well, you can basically input some data to it to say it's tripod, mostly flat, same typical. So depending on the shot you're going to use, well, depending on the shot you have, it's going to be useful or not. So tracking is pretty. It's well, tracking is the base of everything uh, in special effect. But tracking can be easy or it can be like painful. Like I'm not saying hard because it's not hard, but painful it's the right word. All right. When you have complex camera movements, when you have like a camera that does traveling forward, then it follows the character, it turns, and then I don't know, you have something to track. So it can be, trust me, a real pain. So why did my points disappear? Because I'm not. All right. So for once that I did not want my points to disappear, they disappeared for whatever reason. All right. So we're gonna select like we're gonna click on points. All right. So the points on my nose. All right. They stay pretty long. So we're gonna select. All right. So first thing you want to check is that this point right here is moving. It's not doing its tracking. It's sliding a bit. Now Now, okay, this blue point is not moving, so I'm gonna keep it, and and you can see already why it's not moving. Like I showed you, tracking is a history of contrast. This has a contrast between my beard and my skin. This has a contrast between my lighted skin and my shadowed skin, and like yeah, I guess, you know what I mean. Like, all right, so we're gonna select 2 points, like this one that is a great point, this one, and no, 3 points I said, sorry, and let's do this one. All right. Now, once we have our 3 points, we're gonna right click, and what happens is you got like a bunch of stuff. So we can create text in camera, create solid in camera, create thing. So let's go to create a text and camera. So let's go here. Let's select the text, which is nowhere and which is down here. So we're gonna adjust the position of text, like bring it up, like with V, please. No. And place it here, rotate it, of course, like to make it fit the right orientation, like chop chop chop. Because when you select 3 point, it created the thing in function of the layer. All right, and now you can see this is also tracked. All right, and it's useful to do like what we call planar tracking, what I'm gonna show you right about now. But there's a last thing I want to show you about tracking, the most useful thing I know about tracking, the most advanced tracking tutorial I can show you real quick, and this is Mocha. So my story with Mocha is pretty simple. I was working on a job, and I got this shot I needed to track, and I needed to change the plates of a car. But the shot was pretty not complex, but the camera has a lot of movements. All right. It was a steady camera on operating the camera, and it was like a traveling and then a rotation and then again a rotation and then the license plates went off exactly like we've seen in Camera Works. So unfortunately, I cannot show you this. I would show you. I would show it to you in if I make a demo sometime soon. But it's cool. Well, there's so I had this complex thing and I couldn't find my way either with a 3D tracker or something. So I needed to track with a form tracker. So what is a form tracker? Well, a form tracker is something where your shape, and it's going to track the shape. Um, so this is what Mocha does. So I have Mocha Pro. Well, since I reinstalled Windows, obviously I still haven't reinstalled it, but Mocha is inside After Effects. And you are able to track a layer with Mocha. So all I need to do is know how I do this because I forgot how to track with Mocha inside After Effects. And it's not like, what is VR? Create VR environment? Really? Oh, so we're gonna do VR. So let me check something. Let me check where this is because I have actually no clue since I've been stopping this thing. Like effect, animation, apply animation preset. Oh, thank you. So it's in animation, and you got track in Mocha AE, which is After Effects, obviously. It's gonna launch a light version, yeah, Mocha AI. I don't want to register it, no thank you, because I have already registered with the real product. It appears that it's the first time. Oh my god. Alright, so let's read it together. Blah blah blah. For best performance, we have to configure. If you choose do it now, you'll be able to do so later. Would you like to configure? Alright, yes, just for the sake of it. So let's take around on what we can configure. Relative pass, output directory. So yeah, I like absolute pass. Choose. Let's go to my hard drive. Let's go to here. Let's go to new and let's call it Mocha renders. Mocha renders. Alright, so this is set up. This space available. Go ahead. Cache directory. Alright, go. Alright, if you want. So system. UE lock and fill. Get a window. Number shown of layout. Undo history. 100 is more than enough. OpenGL. Alright. For instance, yeah, 24 frames per second by default. Because I like it. I like it when it's shorter. Help views, key shortcuts. Alright, so okay. So it's pretty done. So you go to start and wait. There's things I don't understand, but we're gonna call it like a TT tracking tutorial, like a blah blah. Format 24. It's PAL because we're in Europe. Let's go see advanced. Nothing. Fixed frame. So I have my number of frames. So this is when, for example, when you get shots from a camera, and then it can either have the number of frames the camera registered or the number of frames there is inside the clip you're importing into this. So I should be able to click OK, and it should import. Oh boy, is this because it's the first time? Alright, I'm gonna close Mocha. Alright, I'm not gonna close it, but it's supposed to be opening like this. Like if I go here and I do animation, it's supposed to be opening everything and not having me re-importing it. What? I cannot call it new. So why the fuck is not alright, so we have a problem here. It's not a problem, but I was pretty sure, I was certain that when you select the thing, it's gonna attract with Mocha. Apparently you just need to add the file. So we're gonna add we're gonna go and select the file. So here we're gonna import a clip. So clip new blah 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 default import directory. Alright, but where is our clip? Import. Why should I import this fucking clip? Fail to open the video, isn't corrupt or must be. Alright, so wait, maybe it's true. So that's why it's not opening it. AVI no, blooper is no music, final blooper 2. Right, so neither AVI, neither, I don't know, let's try this. Alright, so boys and girls, we're gonna, oh boy, we're gonna import clips that has nothing to do with this. So we're gonna go back to our downloads. We're gonna grab a laptop. We're gonna grab this, and well, it should be here that select 0 from 218 frames. So I would guess that's what they have. And it shows parent clip, blah blah blah. Alright, time code no, let's move project, let this as it is. So now that you are here, as you can see, we're having a bit of, I don't know if it's me or so the shortcuts around here are a bit crazy. So like it's, what the fuck. Alright, so this is going to be a crazy thing. So don't save, cancel, get here, get clip. Alright, and you know what? I'm gonna import a new clip again. And this thing is driving me crazy, and I want it to fit the project specification. So I list this, and well, we're gonna need some info about this footage, right? Important. You may use this clip in any way you want and post the result anywhere, but let us know if you're doing something cool. Alright. Use the clips in your video as long as you mention us. Of course, I mention you. You are Hollywood Camera Works, and this is great that you do this. Where are properties at the end? So, properties of this frame, it's a photo, and I can't have the, oh, I swear to God, Windows, Windows. So, okay, so details, alright, so it's, what? What kind of dimension is this? Are you serious? This kind of dimension is out of my mind, but alright. So if you want to change the dimension, maybe go to advanced, but there's not going to be an offset. So alright, let's go and import this. And again, oh my god, yeah, the right size is here. So X is to select the little hand, and you know, to navigate between the things, but apparently like Mocha doesn't want to work. So maybe that's why I got Mocha Pro a while ago. No, I'm joking. I got Mocha Pro because well, what you can do here? How the fuck? All right, don't save. All right, you know what? We're gonna start this thing like this. We're gonna import a laptop. No, we're gonna create a new comp with a laptop like this. All right, this is pretty horrible. Alright, nice. There's a lot of things to track, and there's this green screen in the middle, and the video is 9 seconds, so it's pretty cool. So we're gonna select the video again. We're gonna do track camera. No. We're gonna go animation track with Mocha for After Effects. And please don't be bugging. It's supposed, yeah, laptop green. See, it's supposed to be already importing the clip. So I don't know what the fuck happened. Oh, I know what the fuck happened. It couldn't read the format of this. Alright, so once you are in Mocha, so you can navigate with scrolling with the wheel mouse, alright, like this. And these are the two ends are actually your in points and your back points. So what you want to do is go to the first frame, alright, and it works exactly such as Photoshop, such as After Effects and stuff. You got layers, all right, and every layer is gonna be here, and yeah, the order you place the layer is like foreground before and background at least, or the inverse. But we're gonna find that out real quick. So you want to select the pen tool, which is somewhere around here, and you want to draw a shape around what you want to track. So if I were to, no, it's C, no, it's C, it's W to zoom, no, wait, it's Z to zoom, alright, Z to zoom, and X to have this. Yeah, because I like the shortcut. So what we can basically do is first get a detach of, well, we can do the screen thing like this, but I like to show you more useful Mocha, but I will re-download and reinstall Mocha on it. I just need to find the password to my account, and then I can do this. So, alright, I said X, my brother. So basically we want to draw shape, so you select the little thing here, and you go where I'm not going to do precise work right here. As you can see, we're doing shape around the screen. Now, once you're here, you right click, and what we going to do is, since it is a screen, is pull down those, oh shoot, pull down this little busy thing, right? And to make it like, oh come on, I am on the busy to make it like a square screen. And now that we have this, we're gonna launch a tracking. So you click here and you go track forward. This is track forward to next frame, alright? We're gonna see if our track stays in place. Well, I can already tell you it's not staying in place. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that magnificent? So perfect. It's gonna be another tutorial. I didn't hope it did something like that, but now I'm really happy that we have it. So you can stop the track obviously because it's just gonna create all those keyframes, and you can see where it bugged because we have a hand. All right, so how to get around this thing? So we're gonna draw a shape around the end from the beginning of our track, and the end is the foreground. All right, the hand, not the end. So we're gonna go like not doing like much of a precision work, alright, or almost. We should be doing a precision work, but I'm never doing this on my tutorials. So like here, so draw a shape with as many points as you want, like chop, and yeah, fingers, up, up. So I'm doing kind of precision work, but not precisely, which is pretty fun. And boom, of course you can go outside the window like this, and we're gonna track this now. And you can see how effective or not it is. So why we do this? We do this because we need to make Mocha understand what is the foreground, what is the background. Alright, so it's tracking. It's tracking pretty much, and it's getting this. Alright, so I need to stop the track right here just in order to move and see. And you can replace the layer like this. All right, you can select here, and you can replace this layer. You can scale it also like this if you think it's not good, and of course you can rotate it. So to rotate it, it's somewhere around this or this. You select the layer, and you select rotation, and you rotate this thing like this until you find the right angle. We are on the right angle. You go back and you select X to have your little no, you go back and you select the selection tool right here, and you know this is by selecting this, and you replace your thingy like this, and you can readapt the track. Well, you can move points of the tracking. So like here we have this points that draws a finger, right? So you select the 3 points, you make the finger. We're gonna redo the shape real quick, just so you get an understanding out of it. Chop, chop, and chop, and of course you can add new points to your thing, but boom, you want to do this like this. All right, there's too many points here. You can delete some points, so I forgot how to do. You select a point and you just press delete. So there's too many points, and yeah, so pretty much like here, too many points again. Chop, 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 chop. So this is the finger where it stops there. Again, it does this here. You can go here, And alright, so we will need more points a bit, I guess. So to add a point, you just select this tool here. You click on the pad. Ah! Stop! Stop! Why? 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 So that is the one. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think. Yeah, we're just gonna add this point right here, and I guess the point is in existence. So there is a way to. This is the way to add points. Oh my god. And you pull it down. No, you pull it out, and then you continue tracking, just like that. And so the tracking is failing, but it's already good tracking this. So just to get an idea of what we did between the two layers before. So this is how it goes. Alright. So you can change the layer in route, and you see it's doing a pretty good job at tracking the sync. So now we're gonna place. Ah, we're gonna reshow our last tracking that did fail, which is this one. Here we're gonna select our track here, and we're gonna relaunch the track, but we're gonna adjust it like a bit. Oh, so there's not that many options. Alright, so you can export the tracking data since we're here directly to After Effects. Is there it takes the form of keyframe? Is there it take the form of something else? Like you can do corner pins. A corner pin is a 4-point sync, and basically that's what you want to do for a screen. But I shouldn't have downloaded this video to show you how tracking works in Mocha because well, this is too easy for Mocha. But the hand going through, it's pretty cool. So we're gonna retract. Just no, I'm not retracting this. I am not tracking. All right, stop, please. And to retract this, you go to your track menu, of course, and well, we have not here. We have what do we want it to track? I think we have a little rotation, so a little scale. Little translation is also here. So one is our background, one is the foreground, and like I told you, I forgot. I always forgot which one goes like this. But our track is gliding, and you do not want your track to glide. And I kind of already see this. Our points are gliding and not staying in place. So let me see if we cut down this. Now that we've cut down the hand, as you can see, so it's the right order. So foreground at the top and background at the bottom, and it does not mess around with our scene. What is really intelligent with Mocha is that you're kind of recreating like a 3D space, and but you're creating layers of depth. So like this is the foreground, this is the background, this is the very end of my background, and that kind of stuff. And so layering this allows you to really have like a master control on what you're doing, what kind of tracking you're doing and stuff. So I'm gonna cut the camera just real quick, not go ways, and well, I think this is good. So by the time I receive the microphone, I will be doing like real good tutorials about those kind of things. But what you need to keep in mind, did I cut the camera down? No, I didn't. So I was going to do stuff. Chop webcam. And yes, so stay tuned for like really great tutorials upcoming about everything. Today we're just playing with After Effects because After Effects is funny. So oh, I didn't see that coming. So this bugged probably because our mask went. So it bugged this. Pretty easy to see. So as you can see here, our tracking is gliding already. So and here and here and here. So that's not good. You don't want your track to glide. But that's a fair introduction to Mocha. Now, how do you replace a green screen? So either you don't save a computer screen like this. So you got multiple methods. All right. Either you do a keying. All right. So you go to your effects file and bear with me a second. either you go to your effects file and you select like keying, like isn't isn't that this? Oh yeah, it is. And right here you can select like color difference key, for example, and you can add with this little. So I don't know what's the name of this is in English, and I'm pretty sure I'm never going to find it. So you can add this to the output. You can still continue adding some color, like you can see this color here, and the yeah. So this is the color being keyed, right? And what you want to do is either view source or either view the final output. So final output is darker because it's taking every damn color out here. So that's not what you want to do. You want to do, or well, so those three things are pretty self-explanatory. I'm gonna just show. So this is to remove, add intermediate color, and this is to remove color. So like, I wish it could explain that to you how to do it. All right. So now we have this that got keyed out. All right, but we lost details in our. As you can see, we lost slide because it interpreted the green in every step of the way. So our shot get darker. It's not what we want. So basically, how we would do something like this is it's you would duplicate the layer right here. So I duplicated the effect because I'm a moron. So you go here, you duplicate the layer. All right. You select the first layer. You deactivate this. All right. Oh, well, you shut it down, and well, you could do a mask on it. And you could do a tracking for the mask to get tracked. So let me explain real quick. So you could do this, this, this. Again, not precision work, and this. And you, of course, go to your mask and select subtract or invert. And now we got this. So if I place a solid like this one, like behind everything, you can see that, or you can place it behind like this, you can see that it is integrated in my screen. So since the mask is not moving, it's not tracking, all right, we have no replacement screen to it. All right, so you can do this like this, or and then do the tracking, apply the data to the mask, or to a node that's linked, and then link the mask or the layer to this. All right, this is one way to do it. Another way to do it, so as you can see, that's all the data we've lost by doing the color key difference. So all the green it took out. So that's not the way you do a screen replacement. The way you do a screen replacement is not like this. So I'm gonna delete this. It's just because it was green and I like to show a bit of keying, but we're not gonna do keying. We're gonna select right here. We're gonna do a corner pin. Like we're gonna take this, all right, put it on top, scale it like this, make it maybe not 3D. I don't know how corner pin works. Select corner pin. I don't know where it is. So you go to effects and you let After Effects crash for a bit, and you go to corner pin, and it's in distort transition. So no, you want to add the corner pin to this, and now you want to add the corner pin like this to the edges of what you have here. Pum, not precision work again, and boom, we have our brand new screen. So again, this needs to be tracked, of course, and since the camera is doing its traveling and rotating on the screen, you're gonna have to track the screen, and you're gonna have to track this down. So to track it again, either you can use the 3D tracker, or the thing. I think for this we can use the 3D tracker because it's a pretty good thing. So we're gonna go tracker. You're gonna go track camera, and it's gonna be analyzing like everything, like always. So we're gonna let it advance on it. I don't see initializing, so it's doing it's initializing its tracking, and now you can see here it's tracking. You can see which frame it is. Blah 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 blah. So pretty, you let it do its work. So that's one way to go and track the shot. So blah 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 blah. 6 seconds, and we're done in approximately now. So now it's solving the camera, understanding which movements it's doing, which things it's doing. All right, and you can select the points once it's done. It is done. So now we have our points. I want my track size point to be like this, and when you scroll here you can see that we have track points. All right, but the track points are not valid. I hate those track points. All right, so we're not going to track it this way because it's not rendering a good tracking. So we're going to go to track motion. All right, and we're going to add a new thing. So we got position, rotation, scale, because it's really important to have those. And we're gonna get a zone of contrast like always, and we're gonna go to the beginning of footage like always, and we're gonna place our trackers in the right spot. So like this is good, this is better, and well, we can do it like this, so we can get it somewhere else. So I'm gonna do it like this. All right, and then you go and you do track. Track. As you can see, my tracking is not moving that much. It is gliding a bit, so always go. Make sure you tweak it around to make it work. And now we have this tracking data. All right, this tracking of screen. So what we want is create a null again. So go to layer, go to new layer, go to null object, create an object, add the target, go select your null object, click OK, and then click apply and an X and Y, and now we have this applied to our tracking. But what we want is go to a first frame where we have placed approximately our thing, deactivate the null so we don't see the pass, and link it to the null. And now boom, this is how you do screen replacement. So as I said, if the tracking is gliding, do not go by hand and modify it like a keyframe. Please never do that, because you just have like this. It's a frame. It's a keyframe per frame. All right, so that's basically what you don't want to do in this. And well, okay, chop chop. Sorry about that again. And well, this is basically how you do it. You adjust the track, and this thing is going to be well fitted because it's the corner pin. All right, or you can copy the keyframes and do it. And that's how you get inside basic tracking. I'm not going to do it extensively, and that's it for today, my friends. And I'll see you in the next stream that I'm gonna start right now. But I'm gonna change a title of stream, and we're gonna start a brand new project together. And I don't know what we're gonna do. I'm gonna look around on YouTube for real quick and see, I don't know, whatever people are making on After Effects, and see if there's a project I want to remake. Alright, so I'll see you in the next stream in a few seconds.